Alright, now we see whether or not we get a decent stream this afternoon or not. With gooey internet. Alright, got that open there. Ooh, Star Trek Resurgence is out now. Ooh, I might have to get that. It was definitely something I had thought about playing. Return to Alliance operations, but we also have these two prompts, so I don't know if they're the same thing. Ah, here it is. Padawan returns, so these are in my companions area. It says travel to alert location. So we've got Lord Scourge. I was shocked when we played the other night and Kira showed up. Like, I was not expecting to see her ever again. This is Lord Scourge. I've settled into life here in this nicely, but I wanted to take a moment and talk to you outside of the chaos that comes after battle. Find me in your force enclave. And then we have Kira saying, just letting you know I'm settling in. With everything that's happened, it's nice to finally feel like I have a moment to catch my breath. And now that I get a break, all I can think of is how much we got to catch up on. I know how busy you are, but if you need a break, find me in the force enclave. Now I want to travel to the alert location. I'm interested if it's going to prompt me to kick off the one above, which is the task at hand. No, it put me over here in the Force Enclave. Interesting. Don't know that I've ever been in here.
I got the job done.
Okay.
Greetings, Commander. Can I help you?
Yeah, I don't remember who you are, what you're here for. Was this for faction turn-ins? Okay. Okay. I don't think I ever did anything with this person.
We build an enclave for study and practice of the Force.
This is one of the things I've
We
never
mostly require
done.
two things. First, artifacts, and
Okay.
second, we must recruit more Force sensitives. I will send word to you when I...
Copy that.
Very well.
That's an interesting side thing. I was looking for Kira, though. She's right here. And Scourge, but mostly I want to talk to Kira. This was my romance option during the
Nice
initial game.
digs. Sure beats where Scourge and I stayed for the last few years.
I love her new outfit.
I wasn't exaggerating earlier. I really would have torn through the galaxy to get you back. Even stole a ship to rescue you. Till Scourge talked me down. For a Sith, he's kind of a wet blanket. Point is, nothing felt right without you. Life just lost its color, you know?
I'm back.
I'm sorry I put you through that.
No, I'm not trying to make you feel guilty. I'm trying to tell you how much I love you. Every night I went to sleep missing you.
Smoochies.
And then I woke up missing you. Even after all these years, it's never gotten any easier. But now you're finally here, right in front of me, and I'm trying to be a good Jedi and control my emotions, and it is killing me. Do you know how badly I want to kiss you? Pretty bad.
This choice will resume your romance with Kira Carson. Doing so will end any other romance you may be involved in. Are you sure you want to proceed? Dude, yes! It's not even a question.
I love you, Kira. And I'm not holding back anymore. The Force will understand.
Thank the stars.
The Force will understand, baby.
Feels like the future is finally starting. And we're in it together. Till the end.
It's still a pretty awesome love story.
Done and done.
Better than Twilight. Alright, a whole bunch of crafting guys coming in right now. So, no more missions with Kira, because I need her, because she's on duty now as my companion. Do we also have that notification to talk to Scourge? We do, but it's going to take me to a different... Oh, hang on. I think it's going to take me to a different instance. Yeah. Can't talk to him here, so...
Good news.
Now we can talk to him, because Kira's just hanging out. Literally just hanging out, like... leaning against something that doesn't exist, apparently. Gotta love it. Alright, Scourge, where'd you go?
What you've built here is no small feat. You've done well for yourself. Destroying the Emperor, claiming his throne. You have accomplished even more than I'd hoped for.
I don't remember claiming his throne. I remember just... well... yeah, I suppose there's different ways of looking at that.
The throne isn't mine. I want nothing to do with ruling the galaxy.
I'd forgotten what a Jedi you are. There is something else I wish to speak with you about. The Emperor's destruction had a profound effect on me. Something beyond the disease his death unleashed. My immortality is... gone. For 300 years, I thought I would be content to accept my end, should the time come. But my new mortality has... unforeseen effects.
Like what exactly?
Legacy.
Emotions and sensations I'd long forgotten have taken hold again. I am compelled to fight for something I believe in, and I have realized how important to me our old crew had become. Especially you, Jedi. I feel the need to remain by your side, and I don't know what to make of it. But
You have a flirt option, I'll be damned.
I would do anything to keep you safe.
Well, I'm already rocking with Kira, bro,
Do
but
you
I am
understand?
flattered by the interest.
The most important part of life is the bonds we form. You finally feel that.
It will take some getting used to. But I'm already beginning to like it. I cannot predict what the future holds. But I will be here to help you face it.
Cool, so they're both back. Are these the I think these are the only two of the companions that have returned from the original base game. Probably because they were the only two voice actors that were available. Papa-chung. Alright, let's send off some more crafters to get goodies. Gemstones, please.
This'll keep me occupied.
What could go wrong?
On my way.
Understood.
I can send one more person out.
Better than getting shot at.
I'm just letting them grind out the gems right now because I want to be able to make this this color crystal right here. That's crazy. I can either do that or I can do the white, yellow, orange. I don't like that one as much. I like this one, the white, purple, blue. I want that. So I'm grinding out. I need a bunch of T6 gems. I've got some. I've got the Luridians, but I need Koruska gems, and those are going to be rare. So I'm currently just harvesting the hell out of tier 6, trying to get some of those rare gemstones. And then of course I need to make some bonded attachments, but the hard part is the gems because these two are the rares. So that's going to be a grind fest. But it's all right. I can have my characters out doing grind stuff while I'm adventuring. Excuse me, because I'm officially in the post onslaught content now, like the patch. And it looked like there was like 10 or 12 quests between here and I'm thinking it's Legacy of the Sith. So we're just going to be working on that. I mean, yeah, I haven't done the most recent storyline content, so this is all new to me. I'm going to get a glass of water. I'll be right back. Alright, let's do this. By the way, if anybody's out there is on Starforge, you want to come join us, the guild is called the Raven Syndicate. We're currently saving our way up for our first guild ship. We just got the guild formed a couple days ago.
Looks like your guests from Task Force Nova are finally here, and they picked up a stray. Patching you through now.
Master Jedi.
General Daerun, is everything all right?
I apologize for the delay in our arrival. We happened across pirates attacking a refugee ship from the Mid-Rim. Shameful. Fortunately, we intervened in time. Tau and Arn are still chasing down the pirates, but the refugees are in dire need of medical supplies and other essentials. Our ships will touch down momentarily. See you shortly.
So we are now a refugee hotspot, apparently. I have a bunch of mail I should check. Is there a mailbox around here? See one right off the bat.
You were wise to send me.
Oh, hang on. I got something in my inventory here I need to check out. Crawls Accord. Bound to Legacy. Tactical. Cycles between enhancing mastery, accuracy, power, defense, critical, absorb, Valerian, shield, in that order. Where did that equip? All the way down. Damn it, it was a... Okay, a slot I had empty. That's interesting, so it's gonna shift through buffs?
All wrapped up.
Every few seconds. That's very interesting for like a equipable item. There's this Crawls Accord, your absorb rating is increased for 5 seconds. Then it's your alacrity is increased for 5 seconds, so it's just ticking. That's a really cool, like, random deck of wild cards type of scenario. I like it. Alright, down to the war room we go. Grab this. I haven't done this before. Oops. Wrong window. I'm probably not going to work on this right now, but I'm going to grab it because I don't know what the story arc is.
You don't look too happy, Theron. What is it?
They were mounting a resistance. Locals, Imperials, they had resources, a plan, a base of operations. Miot was arranging to smuggle weapons. Gone. They're all gone. The Star Fortress over Bathawui vaporized every last trace, every last rebel, and then just moved on like it didn't matter anymore.
There must have been collateral damage in that strike. They'll need our help.
Baywanego is reaching out through back channels trying to assess the situation. We've barely got enough supplies for our own people.
What's on the
The
hollow,
Star
man?
Fortresses are battle stations, deadly and pervasive. Arkan's way of keeping the galaxy pliant. So many worlds we can't even contact because of these things. There are dozens, maybe hundreds. We've tried everything to learn about their inner workings. Weaknesses, nothing. And now this. Right now they're suppressing, but that's just to bide their time. I feel it, Commander. Arkan's got a plan for those things. The kind of plan you don't recover from.
If the Gravestone's weapons are so effective on the Eternal Fleet, it should be useful against these battle stations.
The Gravestone's powerful, but these things have taken out destroyers without getting even a scratch.
No Gravestone, then. But there has to be a way.
Without the faintest clue of what we're up against, it's a massive risk. All right. We have to do something. I'll go too. Try to make heads or tails so we know how to deal with them.
Let's not waste any time.
Be right there with you, Commander.
So I'm assuming this is a story arc I can do later on when I want to. Something called Battle for the Stars under the Star Fortress. Okay.
Taken care of.
Alright, well, we're on our way to find the General because we're on the patch content now. But before we go, we got to do more send-offs here.
Everything went according to plan.
Nice. Alright, send you back out for gemstones. Send you back out for gemstones.
Shouldn't prove difficult.
I got it done.
Out for gemstones.
I'll do it.
Like I don't have better things to do.
Understood.
Alright. Spend all that hard-earned money I got
Win
last
some, you lose some. You just lost some.
Did you pocket it, Galt?
Sure, whatever.
This is well within our triage capacity, General. We'll have them all treated and ready to travel immediately.
Wonderful. Thank you, Captain.
Such carnage. We tend to focus so much on the Sith that we forget the galaxy is full of other dangers.
Which pirates were responsible for the attack?
We believe they were Dire Skulls, but we'll learn more once Tau and Arn capture them.
There are quite a few supplies to distribute. Perhaps we could lend a hand before we get to our other purpose here.
Of course. Let's do whatever we can.
I can't think of a more worthy start for Task Force Nova. Shall we?
We shall, sir. Alright. Recover supplies and then distribute supplies to refugees. Looks like a supply box right here. Okay. Do I have to do it one at a time?
Battlemaster, I've heard so much about you. My cousin worked at the Senate Tower
Yeah,
on
I do. Well, at least I have to gather 5 supplies.
Thank you enough, really.
Did it put it in my... It did. So let's see if I grab another one of these. Give me a second. I don't know if they stack. Okay, they do. Never mind. So I need a total of 4 more of these. Where is the last one? Aha. See it. Come to daddy. God, this reminded me of Johnny Bravo. Oh,
Thank
mama.
you so much.
My husband. He'd be dead if not for you. Thank you.
The Alliance Commander! You saved the galaxy.
That's what I do.
Saved by a celebrity. My
We've been on the move since Corellia. I don't remember the last time we felt safe. Thank you.
You're welcome. don't know why it hasn't triggered.
I think we've taken care of everyone. Where should we speak about task force business?
Right this way.
Okay, so now we're going back to the war room, or the conference room. Can I mount up in here? I can. Welcome to the channel, Christopher. That was weird. Mouse look took over for a second. Alright, here's the conference room.
Our victory on Corellia still has the Empire reeling. Our forces have made significant gains in the Atravis, Bormia, and Anoad sectors. Morale is higher than ever. Our task force will be staged for success right from the beginning.
That's great to hear. What's our first step?
We still have a few logistical matters to settle before we can begin in earnest. Aside from the occasional pirate, supply and communication lines between Odessan and Republic Command appear to be secure. We have a full deployment of troops ready to station on Odessan, along with patrol ships and transports. They'll be at your command for task force objectives.
Word of the victory on Corellia has spread, and a number of Jedi in hiding have returned to the fold. Even so, many of them have seen so much war. They're hesitant to return to positions on the front lines. We can certainly find other ways for them to contribute, but I fear the precedent we'd be setting. To defend the Republic is the duty of all Jedi.
We can afford to give them time to recenter themselves before they resume combat assignments. Jedi have more to offer than their lightsabers.
True enough. I only hope they rediscover their full potential soon. The Republic needs us all.
I believe that covers our most pressing issues.
Any word on Darth Malgus? I haven't heard anything since Corellia.
None, which is very strange. He should have returned to the front lines by now, even if his wounds were severe. I only hope we can determine his next move before he strikes again.
I doubt it. That's what makes a good bad guy. Who are you? And what is this place? God, they've always been good with their cutscenes.
Aaron? Aaron, what's wrong?
It's him. Malgus.
Dun dun dun.
Malgus? What do you mean? What about him?
He's almost here. I can sense him. He's coming to Dantooine.
Then let's be ready.
Oh, who are you? I need to know more. Oh my god, the suspense is killing me. That was awesome. Oh, that was so cool. Who are you? I need to know more. Who are these people? Oh, that was cool. That was really, really cool. I got some new decorations for my home.
Good news.
Cool beans. Oh, I got another mission crate. That one had armoring.
Good news.
Also some better bracers. What do these look like? Nah, I don't like the one. I like the ones I have. I'm pretty particular about the gear I've got. All right, I need to go hit up the legacy bank because I gotta dump a bunch of stuff off.
Taking candy from a baby.
Taking candy from a baby. I'm gonna send Doc back out. Gemstones, please.
I'll have it done in 2 shakes.
Gemstone.
If that's what you want.
Gemstones.
Couldn't find anyone else?
Consider it done. Don't say I never did anything for you.
You paying me for this?
Okay, everybody's back out on gemstones.
Ah! We've waited too long as it is. Something is wrong. I'm sure of it.
Smashing up the place isn't gonna solve anything. We'll find the ship. It's gonna be all right.
So
I
we've got a
take it
temper
there's no
problem?
sign of the transport with Satil and her followers.
Nothing. It isn't responding to our signals. And we've already checked the next scheduled stop. No sign.
Which leaves just about 200 or 300 systems to search.
There must be another way!
You need to calm down. Now.
Come on, go easy on him. He hasn't felt emotions like the rest of us in hundreds of years, remember? He's way out of practice.
Well, he can
All we
start
can do is
practicing
start
now.
searching from the ship's last known coordinates, which, for us, could take forever. So we get an expert.
What's up, T7?
We'll send T7 out with an escort and all the probe droids we can find. They'll cover more ground and sort through sensor readings faster than we ever could. T7 works his astromech magic, crunches the probe data to pick up a trail, and we find our missing ship in a matter of days or weeks, instead of years.
What are we waiting for? Get it done.
You're a big shot now. Figured you'd be used to people asking permission to get things done. That's everything settled then. As soon as we get coordinates, you'll be the first to know. We'll give you some space, big guy.
That would be best.
Come on. We can find
'Cause I'm
some
a
place to
big baby who
disappear
can't
for a
control
while,
my
right?
emotions.
Absolutely.
Although it's a legit point. If he hasn't felt emotions for 300 years. He doesn't know how to deal with them anymore. So that is a very fair criticism, Kira. Alright, do we have anything else we need to do before we launch this mission? I don't think so. I think we're good here.
You don't demand anything, Jakaya. Certainly not from him.
If you're risking your life out there, I'll demand what the clan requires.
What's going on?
It seems I'm a child in need of a parent.
You're Mandalore, the Avenger. You have responsibilities to all of us.
So you often tell me.
Who's this?
Jakaya Ordo. One of my best. He managed to avoid my notice for too long, but now I've put him to work. Though I'm having second thoughts.
I would gladly go back to being an unknown, Great Mandalore. I prefer the talk of warriors to the endless jabbering of politics.
The curse of being skilled at both, you old rancor.
So you're the one. Not sure if I should call you Commander.
Friend is fine, if it's all the same to you.
Friend it is. Bersha in Mandoa. The fact is, I wanted to meet you. I only know your reputation. I don't know you. It's my job to take a hard look at anyone this close to Mandalore. The Jedi are skilled warriors. My armor has felt the sting of a lightsaber more than once. I respect your skill, if not your beliefs.
For balance to be restored, a Jedi must use what tools are available to their advantage. Shay understands this. I hope you do as well.
I've seen enough war to know wisdom when I hear it.
So what happens now?
I've seen your face, looked into your eyes. That's what I wanted.
Satisfied?
For now.
Good. I'm sure you have more important things to do.
Some clan grumbling to track down. More than the usual complaints. Raz and I will check into it. Jakaya out.
Raz?
His brother. They're a family of Mandalorians. Lost a sister a few years back.
This is the way.
Something wrong?
It's the first time he's mentioned a clan issue. He oversees a lot of the day-to-day details without a word.
Let Jakaya find out more. If he's one of your best, trust him to do his job.
You're right. It's hard to sit back. But he's better at rooting out trouble. He kept an assassin's knife out of my gut more than once. You're a leader. How would you deal with unrest in the ranks?
If a group has a problem, it's usually for a reason. Maybe they see something you don't.
We have more in common than I thought. Mandalorians must be allowed to speak out, to think for themselves, to be effective.
This is the way, indeed.
Jakaya demands order. Everything working together as a whole. I understand, and it keeps it all running, but I don't work that way. Well, looks like I've got reports to review on escort missions we've been overseeing. Jakaya snuck them into the transmission. Sneaky Chakar.
I'll leave you to it.
Done and done.
Alright.
It's done.
You bet.
Alright, looks like we've gotten all those, so we can move back over here to the power crystals. Oh, never mind. We got a max deployed, that's why. Alright, on to the next.
Did you learn anything from the clans?
Nothing I haven't mentioned before. A lot of heated words. Some are saying Mandalorians are just glorified couriers.
Still unable to see past their next fight.
I love
all tactics and no strategy.
In this room.
However restless you are in the position, Mandalore, you sound like a leader.
I sound angry. My blaster is still a better negotiator than I will ever be. What about the escort runs?
Silence. But only a fool would believe they haven't heard something.
What happened?
Some of the cargo ships we were looking after ran into trouble. Mostly scouts sniffing around. But one exchanged fire. We've been looking into it.
Jakaya?
Master Jedi, we meet again. I've been keeping an eye on you.
And?
Mandalore was right to stand by your side.
I do what I can.
Modesty.
Tell me more about these cargo runs. Who would attack Mandalorian ships?
That's the real question. They're well equipped and they know our methods.
You need to get ahead of this. Everyone knows the Mandalorians are looking after some very valuable goods. Very tempting.
Agreed. But it's not common bandits or even an ambitious cartel. This feels different. Like they're testing our defenses. I know you object, Mandalore, but we must look closer to home.
I don't object. I just want to be sure. Would some of the clans really go that far?
I'm not ruling it out. Like I said, there were some heated words.
Like Shay said, we need to know more before we jump to conclusions.
I understand.
That was a good
Something is making my trigger finger itch. We should have clamped down harder on the clans when we had the chance. The wound
that right there, that's a good shot.
No, Mandalorians aren't droids. We're best when we don't have some restraining bolt on our neck, even if it costs us.
Agreed. You go too far, and you risk losing control.
And sometimes, too much freedom leads to chaos and destruction.
Enough. We gave our word to protect those shipments, and we will.
Understood, Mandalore. I'll see if I can draw the enemy out. Can't fight what we can't see. If I'm lucky, I'll make them mad enough to come out and play. Jakaya out.
I'd prefer a fight to all this sneaking about.
Keep me posted.
Count on it.
Oh, it's easily one of the best games out there. Like, way too many people get hung up on the fact that it went free to play and it stopped being an MMORPG. Because I feel like there's 50,000 to 100,000 players out there from the you know, I only like group-based gameplay. That crowd, if they would actually stop with the bullshit and all that drivel about how old school is better, we don't like it if it's not group-based. If they would just stop that and play this game, it's freaking amazing. Like, as a single-player RPG with multiplayer components that you can pursue. So if you want to have a guild and you want to do group content, you want to do the operations, you could do that. But you can also log in for 15 minutes and do a quest line where everything is voiced and everything has a cutscene and you feel like an episode of the Clone Wars, and it's like it's Star Wars. Like, it's fun, and it's just way too many people. Yeah, I wish more people did give it a shot. It still has a pretty healthy player base, but like, they haven't needed to do what all the other studios have done, which is make new servers. Like, they haven't needed to come up with progression servers in order to lure people back to play their game. Like, they still have a healthy enough subscription to just keep going the way they've been going for like 10 years now. So at the very least, yeah, I wish it was more popular, but also at the very least it has enough people to keep it going. And I'm fine with that until whatever's, you know, we've got lots of really cool Star Wars projects in the works. So you never know what's going to happen next. But I think this is a great game. Grade 6. I need more gemstones.
Very well.
Has anybody got the ones we need for the quest yet or not? Oh, we did. Sweet. So I don't need any more gems. All I need to do now is focus on. So once these guys get back from their current round of gem runs, I'll be able to turn them back over to artifact fragments and power crystals.
Couldn't find anyone else?
I'll take care of it. Sure, whatever.
I'm gonna wait for T7. Well, I mean, I've already got all of them deployed anyway, so that's as far as I can go. Okay, let them deployed. If they did launch a progression server, I would. Wow, that's a hard discussion. That's a hard decision. Because here's the one thing: the reason I started focusing so much on this server was because I was like, I actually want to complete. I've never completed because I've jumped around. I've got characters on one server with my brother, characters on the original server that I started off on, which was the European server, and then at some point down the road, for some reason, I have characters on Starforge, and I just made a decision, like last year, that I was just going to focus on the characters on Starforge. And then when I start doing content creation around this game in the beginning of 2023, I said, well, I'm going to focus on this server and only this server because I want to be able to get all the legacy perks and unlock everything so I can make content and guides around it. So it's been finally, after all these years of playing the game, like focusing, which I've never done. So I would be hard for me if a new server launched. I would probably do it because the inflation issues are so, and they're doing what they are implementing a lot of changes recently to try to cut down on inflation, like the new travel costs for fast travel and stuff. Because man, it's bad. Like I went there the other day and I was looking for some sort of blaster for one of my characters. I was like, let's see what's available on the broker. Maybe I can find something that looks cool cosmetically. The cheapest blaster on the broker was 2.5 million credits. That was like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, that's fucking ridiculous. There's no reason that the cheapest like level 14 blaster on the broker should be 2.5 million credits. But that's inflation for you. So a new server would be fun, if only for that, to get rid of the inflation issues. So he's out doing recon with his probe droids.
T7, you found the ship with Satil Shan and her students.
Found the ship?
Finally. Great work.
We need those coordinates now. There isn't a moment to spare.
to that in a minute, Graham.
Fall back. We have the coordinates. Leave it to us.
Uh-oh, my good old buddy, old pal T7.
We need to get there now. The servants have found their master.
The servants? I can't believe there are any of them left.
I think I met one of them on Nathema.
They're the Sith Emperor's worst fanatics. They don't even have names, just Servant 1, Servant 2, and so on.
Each time we think we've killed the last of them, more always appear.
We have to get moving. If the servants are involved, this is even worse than we thought.
I'll call in everyone we have. Task Force Nova, Dayrune, and Nostoral. The whole Republic fleet if we need to.
No. If Tenebrae has truly cheated death yet again, anyone we take with us is another potential puppet for him to dominate.
We can't risk taking anyone else. They won't be able to resist the Emperor's control like we can. I'll get a shuttle prepped. Meet me as soon as you're ready. One way or another, this ends today.
Wow, so the stakes just went way up. Alright, so Graham asks, so if I were to launch this game today, play as a new character, a total noob, but want to wade through the bullshit, what video of yours would you suggest? Probably start with the, either the what class should I play, or the best solo class in the game episodes. Those are both really good to start off with to understand the classes, which aren't really classes anymore. It's just origin stories, but understanding that you can, to understand that basics, because then you understand, oh, the origin story is just this, but then I can tie anything I want to that origin story. Once you can break past that barrier, you realize that this is no longer a, there are classes, but it's not like it used to be, because it's not tied to a story anymore. It's kind of a free form. You can pick whatever you want between the combat abilities or the force abilities. And then after that, I would probably watch the 5 tips for new players video, which talks about like legacy travel and the galaxy map and stuff. And then the leveling guide. The leveling guide would probably be the third thing. And then those 3 videos, you should be good to go. Honestly, I think the coolest thing about Star Wars: The Republic is that it's super easy to play because all of the quests are broken down. Like, all you gotta remember is purple means important, because all the purple quests are like your class quests and major stories for planets and everything else. And if you just remember purple is important, then you just do the purple quests. And just doing purple quests, you're gonna level all the way through the game. You never have to do side quests. You never have to do any of that stuff. If you could just do the purple missions all the way through, starting at level 1, and it is an amazing, fully voiced story. Then there's all the side quests, which there are, 12 years of side quests built up, and then there's the flashpoints on top of that, which are the group missions and like the multiplayer content, which you could do solo these days. But just like Lord of the Rings Online, you get a buff or a droid and you go do the story content. But it's all there. I mean, but yeah, the top 5 tips for noobs is a good episode, probably, because there's some stuff in there like making sure that you have exploration turned on in your maps, understanding like how the quests work, world missions, main missions versus class quests. There's even space combat, like not even talking PvP. There's even, on your ship you can go do space combat and have, it's on the rails like an arcade, but your ship has stats and gear, and I think I put an episode out about that as well. And then there's the PvP component, which I don't participate in, so I have no frame of reference to talk about PvP.
Got it, boss.
Not a problem.
You're certain you need this?
Graham says the one you did for EQ2 was super helpful. The bloat when you launch is overwhelming, and I've quit almost within hours each time. I tried this again a few years ago and had a similar experience. Cool. I mean, I'm glad the video helped. It's a similar newbie. I've got, matter of fact, have I done like a, I don't know that I've done a similar video talking about just the newbie tips. There were 5 things that I talked about in the Star Wars The Old Republic one, whereas the EQ2 one was a lot more based on like, there was a bunch of UI stuff in that one that I don't think had to be for Star Wars. Because EQ2 has a ton going on.
Everything checked out.
Thanks for the super chat, Graham. I will keep grinding. Star Wars The Old Republic is a way simpler game to play in comparison to EverQuest 2, I feel. I find the easiest thing to do with EverQuest 2 is just ignore the bloat, man. Just give yourself 2 hotbars and throw everything else out the window, and honestly, I think everyone's fine. I really don't think you need more than 2 hotbars worth of stuff in any game.
See? Nothing to it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Done and... You bet.
All right. I just recorded the housing video for EverQuest 2 yesterday. And then I did the housing video for Lord of the Rings Online this morning. And I think the next... I don't know what's the next one I'm doing on EverQuest 2 because I did the EverQuest 2 crafting video. I don't think these have published yet. Maybe I did publish the crafting one. But the housing one has yet to publish. But they just did recently the crafting and the housing for EverQuest 2. I'm honestly not sure what I'm going to do next for EverQuest 2 guides. Because I got the 5 guides out of the way that were initially on my list because I was just putting them out there for the algorithm. So I need to investigate a little bit more, some more guides that I can do. I can always do class guides, but I don't actively play that game right now, so... I mean, I am playing the Ranger, but that's more of just for the purpose of doing the guides that I want to do. So in the process of leveling that character up, we'll probably do a Ranger guide at some point. We'll see. You never know.
I realize this is something you must do without me, but I
I'll
couldn't
answer
let
that
you go
question in a
without at
minute,
least
Ol.
wishing you luck.
Ole.
The way this is unfolding, I'm completely disheartened. I never dreamed we'd face Valkorion again. And now you must do so without my help. I hope you know that if I could, I would be by your side for this.
I always appreciate your concern, but I hate making you worry. This will be over soon, I promise.
I don't doubt it. Just stay safe.
Good, you're still here. I was hoping to catch you before you took off.
What is it, Taryn?
I hope there's room for one more on that shuttle, because I'm going with you.
That's not a good idea. You could get infected like Satele and her students. Or worse.
I know it's risky, but Satele is in trouble. I have to help.
The only reason would be because
whatever
your
the
family.
Emperor's doing, I can resist it. I was on Ziost. He didn't control me then. Sure as hell won't let him affect me now.
Commander.
We need to speak with you. Before you go...
Whatever you need to say, I'm listening.
We're coming with you.
Oh my god.
We
everybody
helped you
wants to
defeat
come.
Valkorion before, and we won't abandon you now. Whatever this weapon is that he's unleashed, I'm sure it won't have any power over Arkin and I.
This is just as much our responsibility as it is yours. If there's the slightest chance Valkorion could return, we must do what we can to stop him.
Sorry to interrupt your send-off, but we need to get going.
Kira's
We
like
will accompany you.
boss bitching it.
I'm going too.
That is Really, not a good idea.
Kira is correct. Too many are already infected by Tenebrae's weapon. Bringing you is too great a risk.
That's not your call to make. I know the three of you have a history, and your opinion carries a certain weight, but the only orders I'm following are the commander's.
All right then. What do you think?
I wasn't expecting anyone to offer to come with us. Especially since we don't truly know what we're up against. We're gonna need all the support we can get. Thank you.
If that is your decision.
It is.
Then let us proceed as carefully as possible. This changes the entire plan.
I wish you all good luck. And I'll keep our forces here on high alert. Should you need us, just say the word.
We appreciate the support, Lana. Thank you.
Whatever you need.
Enough talk. Let us depart before we lose the droid.
Alright, Ole asks, can you tell me if the subscription for 30 days is permanent or can I cancel it if you want? I'm not sure what you mean by permanent. Once you subscribe, you have 30 days of game time. You can cancel at any point during those 30 days. You're still going to have the 30 days. Even if you subscribe and cancel it 5 minutes later, you still get the 30 days because you paid for it right then. So you're prepaying for the access to the game. So it's only permanent. Like, there is no permanent because you can always cancel whenever you want. Like I'm not quite sure I understand the question. But you can cancel your subscription anytime you want. It's literally you go into your account tab and it's just the click of a button. I've subscribed and unsubscribed from this game probably 30 times over the years. I just recently resubscribed like 3 days ago. I haven't subscribed for about 2 years, so. I wanted to play through all this content because I haven't done this yet.
Scanning the transport. Power fluctuations, system failures. Looks like the engines are out of commission. There's a ship parked in the hangar bay, but I can't tell if it's T7 shuttle or the servants.
Something's coming our way.
There's our answer.
We'll have to go in through one of the airlocks, but we can't connect while they're shooting at us.
Leave them to us.
If you want to, you can play this game completely free to play. You do not have to pay if you don't want to. You only have to subscribe if you want to subscribe. Like it's an optional
Locked on
subscription.
and sealed. We're ready to go in.
So if you since I started playing again at the beginning of 2023, I've done 6 months almost. All my game guides up until like the last 2 days, everything since January has been free to play. I've been playing Star Wars: The Republic. It's free to play. You do not have to pay anything to play this game. There are quality of life things that you might want if you want those things, like convenience factors. Then you pay a subscription. You get some coins per month. You get unlimited credits. There's no credit cap. You get another crew skill. There's perks to being a VIP, but you do not have to pay if you don't want to. And if you don't want to pay, you don't have to pay. So you don't have to pay every 30 days. You can play this game 100% for free. Graham's asking, what does a sub get you? So probably need to update that video. I haven't done the video on the VIP versus non-VIP. Let me get out of this cutscene and I'll talk about it a little bit more.
Master Satele will be all right.
Because I need to show you guys some stuff.
We won't let her down.
Thank you.
I can't do it when I'm in a cutscene because I can't open the UI. Alright, so we're out of that element now. So, okay, so one of the things that buying a sub gets you is every month you get cartel points. I think it's like 500 and I don't really know, 500 and something. For some reason, there it goes. It was taking a minute to open it. So the cartel store is 100% optional. You don't have to do anything with it if you don't want to. It's just cosmetics and some quality and life features. Every month you'll get a certain amount of points. Like I said, I can't remember how many it is. And then if you have the security app on your phone, which I do, you get monthly coins for that as well. So when you subscribe, you automatically get 500-ish coins every single month included in your subscription, and those accumulate over time. You can spend those however you want. Most of it's cosmetic. Some stuff is more quality of life, and we'll get into that. One of the other things that it does is when you are free to play, you only have 2 slots available for crew skills. In order to do any crafting, you have to have 3 crew skills.
I got it done.
The reason for that being, when you craft, and this only applies if you're going to craft. If you're not going to craft, this does not apply to you because it's not a limitation unless you're going to be a crafter. So, in order to craft, there's a crafting skill, a harvesting skill, and a mission skill. And the harvesting gets you the raw components you need to craft. The missions get you the rare items that are combined with the crafting components to make the items that you're going to craft in the first place. So you need all 3 of those. You need 1 of each skill to be able to craft in this game. You cannot afford to buy things off the broker from other players. The inflation is impossible. So if you want to craft, there's only 3 ways that you can get a 3rd crew skill. 1, you refer a friend to play the game, they give you that as a referral gift. 2, you buy it from the store using Swtor points, which means you've either accumulated enough over time through like using the app on your phone, you get automatic points for that, or you just go buy $10 worth of points or whatever. You can buy that crew skill from the Swtor store. Or when you're a VIP, it automatically gives you that 3rd slot. So I'm going to show you guys something right now because I haven't done it yet, and I can actually do it live on stream. I talked about this in the crafting video that I just launched. I think it was this morning. I didn't have enough points to purchase it the other day, but we can do it now. So I'll show you this. This is one of the cool perks. Let's wait for the cartel market to open up here. We're going to go to crew skill. We're going to search. All right, unlock crew skill slot. Now, technically, I already have it right now because I'm VIP, but that's a temporary rented slot. So if I want to buy this, I would click buy now, and it would say buy it per character or buy it for the whole account. Well, screw the per character. I want to do the whole account, and I have 1,000 points, 1,000 coins right now. So I would go ahead and buy that. I'm going to buy the whole account. Complete purchase. Are you sure you wish to purchase this for item? You will still return an item and a refund what remains unclaimed. Yes, I'm going to claim it for the whole account. Then I'm going to claim it like so. That's going to put it in my inventory. And then I can, I can have it. So it says here the unlock all the characters. So anyway, perks of subscribing are those. So dig in at your leisure. It's not necessary to subscribe though. You can. What's up, Lucas? Sorry, I got a cat over here. You can play completely free to play. The only limitation I've ever found that got in my way as a free to play player is if I'm going to craft, you have to get a 3rd crew skill, and the credit limit is that you can only have 1,000,000 credits. But that's only going to bother you if you decide that you're going to try to buy things off the broker. It's going to be impossible to buy things from other players with only 1,000,000 credits at your disposal. And when you get into the more expensive like strongholds and ships and everything else, those things cost. Like the ship we want to buy for our guild is 8,000,000 credits. Well, if you have a 1,000,000 credit cap on a free-to-play character, you're never going to be able to get, even if someone were to send it to you, the system would not allow you to have more than 1,000,000 credits on your account. So if you wanted to actually buy a ship, you would need to subscribe for however long a month. You could subscribe for a month, get the ship. When you unsubscribe, you get access to all the content and all the things that you had while you were a subscriber, barring things like the crew skill will go away because you're just renting it. So hopefully that gives a better explanation. One of the things I'm hoping didn't just happen because I didn't realize this was going to do this. I bought that crew skill assignment slot, but it won't let me use the item because I have the 3rd slot because I'm currently unlocked via subscription. So the item is bound to my character. So what's going to be interesting is I'll have to wait until my subscription goes away to be able to apply that item. And that's assuming it should still be in my inventory, and then I just stick it in the bank. We're gonna see how that plays out in the long run. But I accumulated points because I've always played VIP over the years. I usually come in and I'll pay for like 3 months. I usually buy a 3-month block and I play for 3 months, go away for a year, come back, play the most expansion, go away for a year, come back, play the most recent expansion. And I've done that for years with my brother since this game came out. And over the years, I've just accumulated lots and lots of points. I had like 7,000 points earlier this year. And I spent them all because I was buying account-wide purchases for my character. So I've just been unlocking all the account-wide stuff over the past 6 months. But you don't have to sub to get points. You can just buy Lotros coins.
Impossible! I checked it not 5 minutes ago.
Check it again.
What's going on down there? We must leave immediately.
Doesn't make sense. Every time we repair one system, another fails.
Sounds like T7 made it aboard.
Definitely his handiwork. Let's find a way to take them down quietly once their boss disconnects. No sense.
You will not escape. The ship will be your tomb.
Scourge is ruining the plan. What a dipshit.
Come on.
Alright, Scourge is fucking things up because he can't control his little baby emotions. Holy shit, that was a rough time.
Are you alright?
I will be. Soon.
What's up, T7?
It's good to see you too, little guy. Great work stalling them till we could get here. So these guys aren't our only problem then? Who else would even know about this?
It doesn't matter. Anyone who stands against us will die. Must die.
I'll decide who we kill and who we don't. Understand?
You need to stand down,
Let's
bro.
keep everyone contained. Then we'll worry about who's killing who.
Never a wrong time to come back, Dark.
Alright, I'll take T7 and make sure the engines and hyperdrive are permanently shut down. Weapons and shields, too. Just in case.
We must still ensure that no one who has boarded this ship can leave.
I agree.
We cannot risk this corruption spreading.
We should check all the escape pods, then launch them before anyone can use them.
Good plan.
That mystery shuttle in the hangar, too. T7 can take our shuttle out once we've finished sabotaging everything.
Agreed. Stay in contact.
He's the only one I can send out at the moment. Well, send him out for some power crystals.
As you wish.
Wait, is he the only one I can summon? Why is that?
Feel the power of the Sith.
Huh. He's the only companion I have available at the moment. That's interesting. Bit of lag happening. Alright. Oh shit, we got guys right here. Alright. Fight our way in, it looks like. That's a great game. Yeah, it's like Lord of the Rings Online. I never get tired of playing this game. I've always had fun every time I come back and play. What is this thing right here? Oh, we're supposed to be releasing escape pods. Hold up, I need to go back because I missed a lever. Alright, it's that one. Pretty good sound effects on the escape pods.
You survived.
Here come those two running down from the end of the hallway. That's alright, you guys are crazy. More? Any more? Okay, good. Good for the moment. Okay, release the hand shuttle. Oh, there's gonna be a big fight down in here. Guarantee it. It's an elevator. Kind of looks that way. Oh, that was a rapid descent.
This ship is huge.
Yes.
Huge.
Yes. Is there a question?
Why such a huge ship?
Oh, it went up again.
It doesn't matter. We need to stay focused.
So we need to wait for it to go all the way. Oh shit, stuff just came. Sorry, bro. Didn't know that was gonna happen. Sorry about that, Scourge. Oh, we missed the fucking elevator again. Oh my god. This is like comical. Need the Benny Hill music. Alright, wait for that to come up again. Alright, there's a perp over there. Can I punt you? Oh, I punted him to the other basket. Yes, we're locked in combat by that one that fell through. 'Tis unfortunate. Oh, it looks like he just got him. Now we got two over here. A Crusader and a Castigator. Let's see. I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with how the Jedi Knight feels now that I'm getting back into
Just
the
got
Guardian.
2 more servants.
It's definitely less
They must have packed
DPS,
them
you
in
know,
tight on those
my
shelves.
gunslinger, but it also feels really good to just be there in the middle of combat, just like womp womp womp, cutting them down on the lightsaber. Very satisfactory. But I can't wait to get my gunslinger up here as well. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be my next project.
That's the last of them. Tenebrae's dogs won't escape us now.
You truly hate them, don't you?
They are beyond contempt. They betrayed their empire, betrayed the entire galaxy to absolutely no purpose.
Who cares,
To be a
Scourge?
Sith
Get over
is
your
to
shit,
break
bro.
your own chains. To choose your own path and overcome all that stands in your way.
Well, you're certainly
These
letting him
wretches
continue
wear
to
the name
manipulate
servant
you.
with pride. They happily enslave themselves to a madman. That the Sith ever tolerated them is repugnant. That we still contend with their delusions after all these years.
You've been in this fight for a long time, but it's almost over now. I promise.
Let's make our way to the hangar. We need to find out who else seeks to wear the former Emperor's chains.
Groovy. Alright, deeper in we go.
We left only a few droids to guard the ship. To cause this much damage, someone else must have been fighting the servants.
These scorch marks are from lightsabers.
Yes. The servants used them. But who was here to fight them?
Good question. Proof of Satele and her men? Hi. Look, he's just smoked up. He's very sleepy. Still got a bandage on. I think we're gonna let him go out of here tomorrow. He's been cooped up for 5. Today's day 5. His leg is still, it's not perfect, but he really wants to go out. Like, he's been begging. So probably let you go out tomorrow, buddy. One last day inside. You got mangled. Hey, don't eat my cable. That's how I know you're feeling well. Do you need to go out in the kitchen? He hasn't said anything yet, so we'll see if he needs to go out.
That's an Eternal Empire shuttle from Zakuul.
Old servants and new, vying for scraps from their once great master. Pathetic.
The shuttle could have been stolen. There were a lot of them.
No. Not here. Not now. It couldn't be a coincidence. I sense no one on board.
Shield generators are toast. We're taking the weapons offline now.
We've launched all of the escape pods and cleared the hangar. There may be Zakuulans on board.
Just what we needed. We'll keep our eyes open.
Time to take the bridge.
I'm ready.
I have
Go clear out here.
a big
Once you got the
baby in
ship
my lap
disabled,
right now.
we'll come back you up.
He's like totally taken over my. Look at this. Do you guys see that? He's just like looking up at me. He's like, "Oh yeah, give me the scritches, daddy. I need the scritches. I love scritches." So his bandaged leg is this one right here. I don't care if y'all see that I'm in boxers. That's his. He got nailed. He got. It was nasty. He was very upset to have bandage on for the first 2 days, but then he settled into it. Yeah, where's your big baby? He was not happy yesterday though. Like he wanted to go out so bad. Like also this morning, when he gets pissed off, I've told this story. He chews through cables, and so he's chewed up 2 of Christina's charging cables for her phones. So this morning I'm sitting here, it's like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. I was just getting up, getting coffee going, and he was outside the office door crying to go outside. It's like, you can't go outside, buddy. And he got grumpy, and he went and found, I don't know where he found it, but he went and found a pen and just destroyed it, and then also found a pencil and tried to destroy the pencil, but he couldn't break it. But Chris found a broken pen and a half broken pencil in the other room, and I was sitting here and I heard some weird sound like 4 o'clock, like somebody was eating dried food, and I was like, I haven't served anybody dried food. And I opened my door, no one was eating cat food, and I didn't think anything of it. And then Chris found the broken pen and stuff later. I was like, oh, he got upset because I didn't let him out, and went and chewed up the pens. So now he's lavishing it up right now. But these are the things that are dangerous around him, cables like this, because you like to chew cables. You're just soaking up the love right now, aren't you, buddy? Yeah. I think he's every time he wakes up from a nap, he's always like, give me scritches. He's a good cat. What's up, Mistra? Alright, let's back out of here. Yeah, the PS4 can sometimes be a little slow on some things.
How could you afford a ship this size?
We didn't. Kira stole it.
Hey, don't drag me into this. I wanted to take the Corvette. Faster, more maneuverable.
Grace, power. I need my faith.
No, this is actually, if I'm not mistaken, I'll check here in a second, but I think we're on, like, we're in between Onslaught and Legacy of the Sith. I think we're still technically on Onslaught. Now we're just doing Alliance quest now called Echoes of Oblivion, so this is in between, I wrapped up Onslaught last night, and then this is like the patch content. There's like 10 or 12 quests between Onslaught and Legacy of the Sith, so we're kind of working through that storyline content right now to get up to the official current expansion.
Engines are history.
I think they would call this the
thing won't be
pre-patch
moving
stuff
another
in Final
centimeter.
Fantasy XIV, or
An even
post-patch.
bigger ship comes along to tow it, of course.
Enough!
Sorry, you're right. There is no ship big enough to tow a scrap pile this size.
Enough! Great power.
Something like that, yeah. It's like 100. It's like 100 per month for the app. Yeah. I don't really remember. It's just I've had it on my phone for ages, so you accumulate points over time if you have that installed on your phone. What's up, Lucas? Are you wanting to go out and get something to eat? Do not chew on the cable. I have to have this draped over my throat because he keeps like trying to nibble on it. Do you want to go get some food before we go into the next fight? You haven't asked to go out yet, so I think you're just waking up still. Alright, we get to the bridge, defeat the Serpent's Guard. There's 3 of them. Where you going, buddy? Wanna go out? I'll be right back, everybody.
The power of the Sith.
I don't know what his deal was. He thought he wanted to go outside and then opened the door, and he's just hiding under the bed. So he's still a little traumatized from getting bit. Patch content is what Mr. says. Post content, yeah. Yeah, so this is all the stuff that came after Onslaught. So they probably release this like weekly or something, or every couple of months. But I'm playing it so late on that I'm able to play right
Scions of
through it.
cool. Their leader told me they would return when it was their time to die.
They must have taken the ship off course in the first place. But were they trying to hide from us? Or the servants? Are they allies or enemies?
The Scions follow their prophecies above all. There's no way to know whose side they're on.
Then we approach with caution, assuming any of them are still alive.
Oh, I'd say it's
So
a safe
many
assumption.
lives lost. It must end here and now.
Oh,
Revan.
What's up, Revan?
The end is closer than ever before, but the threat is as dire as we could have imagined. The ritual inscribed on Tenebray's body, the plague that was unleashed, is feeding on its victims' minds. Tenebray is being remade. I can feel it. You must intervene before it's too late.
Come here, Lucas. Can we go outside? Now that you're out from under bed. Come here. He made it out the door that time. He literally walked out into the corridor, looked at Chris, looked towards the front of the house, and put his tail between his legs and said, "Fuck this," and ran back out of the bed. He's still pretty upset about. He got fucked up by that big yellow cat. He's such a big baby. Anyway, yeah, Final Fantasy XIV updates are pretty beefy. Alright, you've been guiding Scourge.
You must be the ally Scourge mentioned. You guided him to Tenebray's body.
We hoped that destroying it would finally end him. But destroying his body wasn't enough. His essence itself must be obliterated.
That is our plan. Kira will lead us in meditation. We will join our minds with Satil's and end his blight on the galaxy. Forever.
Then go, quickly. I will aid you as best I can.
Kira, the bridge has been secured.
We're all clear too. Meet you at the med bay.
Does Kira know you've been working with Revan?
I did not mention the specifics. He tried to kill you once. I wasn't sure she would trust him. Come. The end is in sight.
I feel like Scourge is being manipulated, and I can't prove it, but I just get that feeling. Because he feeds so much into his emotions that he's letting his emotions guide him. And I'm afraid that that's it's overriding the logical part of the storytelling here. I think he's unwittingly leading us into a bad place. It's just a gut feeling. I could be wrong, because I've never played this content.
That's the power.
Oh, so are they unconscious? That's Satil and her students.
Heskel's prophecy. At last, we are here.
You will not stop this. You cannot stop this.
You will never win. Valkorian's last vestige will be saved from your corruption.
You were puppets. Fools. We were his true followers. Only we knew the true shape of his power, of his plan.
You were all puppets. The man you're so obsessed with never cared about any of you.
Why should a god care for the insects beneath him? His designs were beyond any of us, and they will not be stopped. He is master of the Force, master of us all. To stand against such power is to be destroyed.
My father manipulated you just as he manipulated us. Deception was his greatest power.
We thought we were a family, that we knew him. We were wrong.
Please, let this madness end.
The end will come only when it serves him.
Oh, snap!
If destruction is what you crave, you shall have it.
I am the weapon of his will. None can stand against his power.
Dun, dun, dun. Focus fire here, guys. Come back in. Oh my god, leave me alone! Can't interrupt that one. Oh! Or that one. That's a big F you, biatch. Alright.
Thank you.
More deaths to lay at my father's feet.
Master Satil, she's still alive. But Trad and Syl are dead, and the rest aren't far from it. So much darkness. We have to hurry.
Back to
Pull us
tanks
up,
for all of you.
quickly.
I'll keep you covered from here, just in case any stragglers are hiding out.
Farron?
She's my mother. I'm glad I can help, but I don't think I want to see the inside of her mind.
Fair enough.
We're going to join our minds with Satil's to help her fight. Focus your minds on her. Watch her breathing and try to match it. Close your eyes. Let my voice guide you. Listen. Follow my voice. The Force unites us all. Through the Force, All things are one. Follow my voice. Follow.
I wanted the Force, and the Force is with me. I need to rewatch, and Rogue One is such a good movie. Solo's Solo. I like both those movies. Oh yay, dream sequence. I hate these. This is the one. I don't like these.
I can't sense the
any
others.
game.
I'm not sure if they made it in.
Unexpected guests. Fascinating.
Palpatine is back.
Who are you?
You don't recognize me?
No, but you have come here on purpose. Ah, who else could you be? I've heard so much about you.
I think the game that frustrated me the most, like where I really got tired of doing dream stuff, was Dragon Age Origins, because like you have to do that whole when you're in the Mage Tower, and you're going into like the Dream World or whatever it's called.
Impressive.
Most impressive.
Oh shit.
What the?
Yeah, I agree.
My wayward child. You of all people should know better than to challenge my strength.
Also, I've gathered from this Jedi's memories. Your minds are resilient, to say the least. Adapting so quickly. Resisting so ably.
You managed to control me once, but I'm beyond your reach now. You don't remember?
This Jedi remembers, though she clearly lacks details.
You aren't who you pretend to be.
I am, and I am not.
That's your original body, isn't it? You're not Valkorian or Vitiate. You're Tenebrae.
As shrewd as I've been led to believe.
The ritual carved into him isn't a plague. It's an imprint. An echo of who he was back then.
It has taken longer than I'd hoped to recompose myself.
But time has never been in short supply. Not for me.
To be honest, I've quite enjoyed the process. The memories this Jedi and her followers have of me, of us. Quite amusing.
You won't hurt her, or anyone else, ever again.
So confident. You clearly don't know me as well as you think. The version of me that you knew became too complacent, too distracted by mortal concerns, empires, wars, even a family. I have seen where that path led. I'm not so easily distracted now. I will succeed where he failed. And thanks to you, I have a choice of interesting bodies to carry me to victory.
Dun dun dun. Oh, we have to travel to descend to the mindscape, it says. Oh man. My vertigo is triggering all sorts of over the place. Just don't look down. Sorry, Kira, you're on your own. I ain't standing up on that crazy ass bench, shelf, ledge, thingy. Not gonna happen. I'm gonna sell that. I need to hold on to that though. I cannot sell that. Okay. Man, I wish I had my sneak character because it would be so nice to just be able to sneak through all this BS. I don't want to have to fight all these mobs. I'm terrified of the Underdark. Through the portal. Interesting view. Are we on Korriban right now? Oh, it's Tython, sorry. Received a memory of Tython. So we're gonna have to retrieve.
Done.
Okay, now there's another one here, looks like. Oh, hold up, we're gonna have to do. I can't get there from here. Ah. And they sound like pigs. It's so nasty. I've tried so hard to get into Final Fantasy XIV over the years. It has a lot of great mechanics. I swear it's just the ooh-woo factor. It's like the only thing that really ever drives me away is it's just too much.
You lash out with such conviction. Don't you see how pointless it all is?
I control this place. All that happens, every motion occurs by my design.
And you are no different.
You cannot succeed, only die alone.
In the fight against you, no one is alone.
Booyah!
He divided us. He knows that together, we are stronger than he can ever hope to be.
I'd be honored to fight by your side.
Together, we will end him.
What? We're gonna get a fight alongside Revan? Fuck yeah.
We'll find Sutil and the others at the center of all this.
Estoy
Come
ocupado,
on!
espera un rato. Chris just told me lunch. I was like, I'm busy. Asmongold makes a shitload more money than me. If I was making the kind of money that Asmongold makes, I would be able to get over it too. Absolutely. But I don't make Asmongold money, so it's not that easy for me. something off my hotbar. Still says there's one more. Why? You know what? Fuck you. I can do the same thing to you. Except I can't. It didn't actually. Take it back. Lame! Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, give me 2 seconds, everybody. Once we go through here, I need to double check. What is it? My auto run is doing weird things when I come through a portal like that. There we go. Alright, give me a second. Alright, my lunch is ready. I'll be right back. Assuming my internet doesn't kick me. If the internet kicks me, I apologize. You know, it is what it is. But if the internet doesn't kick me, I'll come back in a minute and keep streaming. But I need some food. Alright. I had hamburger and fresh lemonade.
You believed you had won, that your achievements outweighed your losses, that your sacrifices meant something. Anything.
After all that I have done, all that I have enslaved, all that I have destroyed, you should have known.
You do not know the true face of power, but you will. Very soon. You will.
I have no choice but to fight away with these things, don't I? Can I get to it from over here and somehow avoid them? Probably not. Click, 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 click. Fuck. Did I make it? I made it. Woohoo! Ooh, a holocron of some type. This is a memory of Python. That was weird. Those flowers, look at that. When I get close, they rise up, and when I go away, they fade down. Is that their way of doing LODs with the vegetation? I've just never noticed it before. Or is that unique to this area? Where they got all these billboards that are just laying down and then you get close and they fold back up. That's genuinely interesting. Never noticed that before. You promise I'm missing out? Hey, I have given Final Fantasy 14 a couple $100 over the years and a good shot, but a couple of good shots, 3 good shots actually. I just nope. And the worst part about it is I know there's a good game there, and I did enjoy parts of it. But every time I've tried to get into it, it's there's a word for it, and I don't remember what the word is, but it's that the cutesy little anime thing. It just drives me away. It's not a fan. Made it all the way. The last time I played, I made it all the way through A Realm Reborn, through the post-patch content, and halfway through Heaven's Ward, I think it's called, the second expansion, or first expansion, however you want to look at it. I purchased all of it. Like, I have everything up to the last and final expansion launch. The last time I played, I think I played straight for about 40 days, 45 days. I played every day for like 3 hours. And there was also a lot of issues. I feel like the sound volume here is tweaked a little bit. The other thing that drove me away is they're inconsistent with their storyline. You'll have like 6 or 8 missions where you run off and do these things for these 5 people, and then you think you're like making progress on that storyline, and then they're like, nope, fuck you, we're gonna send you over here to work on a quest with these 6 people who have nothing to do with the 6 people over here, and now you're gonna do these quests for 5 or 6 missions, and oh, you think you're gonna get to complete a storyline there? Nope, fuck you, we're gonna send you off and have you work with a 3rd group of people over here, and then after that's done, they send you back to the 1st group, and you have to pick up where you left off, and it's like, there was some very incoherent stuff that happened with some of the storylines that drove me nuts. It's too big of an ask for people. Yeah, it's hundreds of hours of storyline before it gets good. I just and that's the worst part about it, was so many people were like, oh, just hang it, man, and just get through the Realm Reborn and all the pre-patched stuff, because once you get beyond the patch content, the game gets so much better, man. And I'm like, if I have to play a game 150 hours before it gets good, I'm starting to not like it already.
I control all that happens here.
I am immortal, infinite, endless.
I think weeb is the term.
Everything ends, even you.
I believe you tried to destroy me once before. You failed.
I saved you then. I will not save you now.
Fools!
Of course I don't get to fight him yet.
He thinks you will be lost here forever. But you have always known the way to destroy him. Together, we will find his doom. Satil is stronger than this. Duplicate believes. She is not the easy prey he assumes. He gleans the facts of his other lives from the memories and impressions of Satil and her students. But he has only the knowledge of those events. This Tenebrae possesses none of the wisdom earned by experiencing them.
You seem to know a lot about what's going on.
I know only what you know. Do not share in his arrogance. He is more vulnerable than he would have us believe. But he is still the most dangerous being in the galaxy. If we fail to destroy him here and now, there may never be another opportunity. He is a relic of an era long past. Destroy him. Break the chains he uses to ensnare us all. Free the galaxy from his manipulations. Avenge me. Avenge us all.
Now fuck the vengeance part, man. Like, just he's a bad dude. We need to get rid of him. Welcome to the channel, Count Wathan. It doesn't have to be about revenge. Sometimes it's just enough to know that you're, you know, this dude just needs to be gone. Like, he does bad shit. This has been one of the most longer, more detailed quest lines I've done in a while. Okay, now that I can see the flowers folding up like that, it's gonna drive me nuts. Unless it's unique to this place. If I start seeing that on the game world, I'm gonna be like, oh, I gotta tweak a setting to make it not that visible. But it could just be an element they've added for like visual storytelling here in this particular environment.
At last, I understand.
So desperate for love. For approval. For self-determination.
Each more powerful than the last. And also easily manipulated. You must have been endlessly entertaining.
Ignore him. We're together.
Brother. Sister. We know. Brother.
We know what? That he's just as deluded and self-absorbed as our parents. You couldn't let me be free. You were so afraid to let me be what I am, you killed me. I wouldn't even be here if he hadn't dragged me along.
dragged you along. What do you mean?
Not one clue what you're doing. As always.
Vaylin, please.
Please. Please what, Mother? Please stop reminding you of the truth. Does it hurt? Because it pales next to what you did to me.
Please listen to me, Vaylin. I don't deserve your forgiveness, but you deserve to hear this. I was wrong. He took you and I said nothing. He caged you and I stood by. He robbed you of the woman you were destined to be, but I let it happen. Others blame you for so much, but the fault is mine. How much pain and suffering might not have happened if I had just fought harder for you. I could have done more. I should have done more.
I know this isn't nearly enough to make things right. But I hope hearing this brings you some peace, Vaylin.
Back to the Future.
Can we focus? There's someone else here who needs to die.
Foolish child. You could never hope to.
You presume limits to my power. There are none.
You must reach the center. Go.
Run, Boris, run! Alright. I'm sure we're gonna get attacked along the way by stupid little pork creatures, pig creatures. Come on now. Of course, right there. There's probably more of them. Yep. Really? There's another one? Piss off. I'm just gonna run. I don't want to have to fight every single creature between here and there unless they're gonna force me to do it. In which case, I wonder if I could train all the way there and then just drop dead. Or if they're gonna make me fight my way through all of this. We're gonna find out here in a second. I am not stopping. It drives me nuts. This is a pet peeve of mine when you're doing content like this. I do not like it when they make you fight through endless waves of mobs just because. It's like, come on now. Like, there's no reason to keep throwing these stupid little mobs at me over and over and over. Oh shit. This might be it. Alright, now we see, does it let me res here? Nope, it's not going to. It's gonna fucking make me fight all of those mobs. Son of a bitch. Alright. Well, that's kind of lame. And I can't mount either. And I don't have access to my companions here to send them out on missions. That's part of the problem, though, is they can't remove it. They've put themselves in a position where if you want to know the storyline, you're required to play through like 120 hours of content to get to the point where you even understand what's going on. So they can't cut it. And I think that's a problem with big games like that, is they don't think long term sometimes, and they just create these big stories because, you know, they're fun and epic, but they're not standalone stories. And so when you have to come back and play through 120 hours of content before it gets good, or before you get to the stuff where the story makes sense, that's a major issue from a storytelling perspective. One of the reasons I like, as an example, this game, just as an example, all of the expansions. Hold on, what did I just run through that gave me like a buff or something? I don't know what that was. Is this has, you know, you can kind of go to the different planets, different expansions. Lord of the Rings Online is another example where you can just kind of go in and pick up and go off where you want and do all sorts of things. And you can still do that to some degree in Final Fantasy XIV, but also, like, if you want to do the main story, you're required to do it in this order from this point, because all the flags and everything in there are part of that, and it makes it a slog to get to the most modern stuff. So I don't know. I mean, in a perfect world, they would have a way to get rid of the, you know, the 120, 150 hours of content required to play through, but, you know. What is this? That's a heal. Okay, so that's what those wisps of air are. Punt this bitch. No, my punts don't work on them. That sucks. It sure goes to me, though. Man, I gotta fight a boss mob. Alright, there's 3 gusts of wind, so those are gonna help me in the fight. Yeah, I have never found World of Warcraft's story to be coherent. Until, like, Battle for Azeroth. I feel like in Battle for Azeroth, by Battle for Azeroth, they had started to push people towards, like, a coherent storyline. To where you were fighting a very linear story. And the way they ran you through it with the quests and everything, like, even my wife, who's completely fresh game, you know, new to MMOs, was enjoying Battle for Azeroth. I mean, because the story is straightforward from there on. Like, I feel like the old expansions, no, but the new content, yeah, it's really straightforward and linear. They got great cutscenes. Like, it's like this game. Honestly, it plays a lot like Star Wars. The new, I don't know about before Battle for Azeroth, because I haven't played through any of that content. Like, but I did do Battle for Azeroth and Shadowlands, and I pre-ordered, and I was on my way, because I did all of Battle for Azeroth, all of Shadowlands, and then I got into Dragonflight. I bought Dragonflight, and I was playing that, but I never played that game like an MMO. I played it like a single-player game, and then occasionally played it with Chris. And the storyline, I felt, was very good from Battle for Azeroth Online, because they did it like Star Wars: Old Republic, where it was very linear, cutscenes all the way through. They're guiding you through the solo missions, but then there's the matchmaking you can do for the group stuff, and then looking for raid. And I think modern Warcraft does a good job. However, it's all the pre-BFA stuff that like Legion? What? I don't know. I didn't play all that stuff, so no coherent storyline there for me. Why are we back in this glowing white place? I feel like I need sunglasses. Matter of fact, where did I put my sunglasses? Chris must have put them outside my hat. I don't see my hat in here either. What's up, Sammy? You awake? You coming over to say hi? Come here. There's a good boy. You can headbutt over here. Come here. Come here. You don't have to jump down. Come here. Yes, a good boy. You're not awake yet. No. You were headbutting the desk, buddy. You're not awake yet. You don't need to headbutt the desk. The desk is an inanimate object. Yeah. Are you just waking up? Oh yeah, big yawn. Big yawn, big stretch. Here, let me get my... No, you don't need to attack my cable. You just sit there, buddy.
What could you possibly be thinking?
You must realize by now that everything you do here is meaningless. The Jedi's mind can no longer resist me. It crumbles by the second.
When she is obliterated, only I will remain.
We're going out, Sammy?
Fight, flee, bring as many friends as you like. Nothing can stop me now.
Cat out.
You're starting to sound a bit desperate. Who are you trying to convince?
Mindless child.
Ruh-roh.
Look at them. Your Jedi and her weak-minded students. Barely clinging to life, to sanity.
They will fall. And once again, I will rise.
No.
Come on, Granny Sean.
Your power is your weakness. It blinds you.
Jedi nonsense.
Precisely. My students and I, who are we to resist your power? You knew you could dominate us all. That you could tear a path through our minds, absorbing our essence, strengthening yourself, crashing through all our defenses one by one. In time, your victory was inevitable. In time, you would claw your way here, into the very core of my being. Into the heart of my trap.
Trap. Look around you.
Yes, look around me. Look at my students, each of them shaken to their core by the death and chaos that you helped create. Eager for help, guidance, strength.
Look at the chops on that guy. I'm a little
Had
jealous.
you focused on any one of them, you might have succeeded. But your ego wouldn't allow it. Why settle for one student when you could assault them all? And why limit yourself to the students when their master was close at hand? I never needed to beat you. I only had to let you think you were invincible. Until now. Until every person who knows your weakness firsthand could come to face you.
This is like a Marvel showdown, man. Assemble the Avengers. gonna fuck up Valkorion.
Until the one person who proved you could be defeated came here to destroy you, once and for all.
Dun, dun, dun.
I will not be defeated by a mere Jedi.
I'm one with the Force is with me.
You think your power is infinite. Only the Force is infinite. I am one with the Force.
Oh, I called it! I fucking called it!
You will all learn the true depths of my power.
I cannot fucking believe they used that line. Because that's totally... I quote that line all the time from Rogue One, and they totally threw it in here. That is so awesome. I'm one with the Force is with me. That's amazing. Sorry, Chris, I know I'm yelling. Got a little excited. What's up? Oh, so Chris wants me to show you. Apparently, remember how I was telling you guys earlier that Lucas got angry last night and chewed up a pen and a pencil? Chris just found, I don't know if you guys can see that, this is another one of her pencils that he got a hold of, and he didn't break this, but look at it. It's all gnarled and chewed up now. And this is one of her green, these are not cheap colored pencils. Like, this is, my mom got her this set for Christmas a few years ago. It's a very nice paint. She's over here staring at him. Bad kitty, bad kitty. Did you do this, Lucas? Anyway, apparently there were more victims we didn't realize. Lucas. Yeah. Yeah, that's very naughty. But he's also, that's what he does when he's stressed and he can't go out. If you've ever had a puppy that chews on things, he's like a puppy who chews on things. Because when he starts to get stressed out, I just give him pieces of paper. Or Chris has had me start giving him like the inner tube from the tubes from inside of toilet paper. Because he'll take these and just shred them into pieces when he gets cranky. So it's like the way we've avoided pens and pencils. Here, I'll put that down with you, buddy, in case you want to chew on that. So now, I don't know if you can see this. Like, he just took it, and he's like chewing on it already. Like, he just loves to chew things up when he's grumpy. He's a funny cat, man. Poor mommy. Got another one of her pencils. Oh man. All right, Satil Shan, you are on heel duty. Yes.
Comprehension. We face their full might.
They won't hurt anyone ever again.
Oh, am I supposed to destroy these things? Hang on. Can I destroy these things? I can't target anything with Valkorion.
Witness true power.
Okay, I'm getting my shit kicked out of me. Now I can't.
Witness true power.
Apparently, I gotta stay out of that red shit. Which is harder, easier said than done. And there's nothing to click on that will save me.
Witness true power.
Alright, and those things will keep me from running around. Oh my god, I've got no, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here!
Witness true power. The galaxy will be mine. Witness true power.
Oh, what's he doing right now? Is that what it is? Okay.
You think you know me?
You will suffer.
We can do this.
Alright, I have a bunch of new abilities at my disposal. I don't know what they are. Oh, we're supposed to actually take out these things. Hold up.
We've beaten you before. We'll beat you again.
I cannot be denied.
I am immortal.
By the way, in just the time that it took us to do that fight, look at what Lucas already did to that toilet roll. Oh, this is funny.
The Sith will grow beyond you. All your power cannot save you.
Man, what is that? This is a pretty intense fight. Also, some really cool sound effects going on. I might die a horrible death here. Oh my god, they're beating the shit out of me. I'ma die! There's so much going on right now, I have no fucking clue. That's good feedback to know that I need to turn down the combat stuff. I should be, as long as the internet's good. So obviously I need to adjust the combat sounds in the sound effects lab. He's no longer immune. Alright, catch it. Have fun doing a dungeon. Hopefully I survive this. That's what that is sound effects volume. You can turn that way down. Back down to 20%, like around with the music. That ought to help a lot. I didn't even think about that being really loud during combat, but I was just watching the volume logs as you were saying stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty loud. Pretty loud comparatively speaking. What's he gonna do? Grit your teeth, bro. Shrug it off. Oh, Kira's there. Got my back. It's alright, babe. It's how we roll. Marvel Avengers, unite!
Everything you've done.
Everyone you've betrayed.
All here at the end.
Everyone you've manipulated.
I like how they got the painting in the background, the map
Everyone
paintings.
you've murdered.
Oh yeah, a whole bunch of people.
The Force seeks balance. Always.
No. No!
The Force is mine! I command it!
I am endless!
No. In the end, you are nothing.
So, can we officially say that we finally defeated the Emperor?
Welcome back.
What is this?
A victory party. The best I could do on short notice. We destroyed him. Utterly and forever. The Sith Emperor will never rise again.
You hope.
I'm sure I've heard that before.
Perhaps. But I think you know truth when you hear it.
Where is everyone else?
My son is helping Kira and Scourge. They're taking my surviving students to our old training grounds on Coruscant. Arkan and Senya have left for Odessen. Perhaps now they will finally know true peace. The rest, Darth Mar, Mitra Surik, Revan.
So there he is with
I
his
believe
little
they
roll
are
of
one
toilet
with
paper.
the Force at last.
His little tube of cardboard.
How much time has passed?
That's not important.
He's such a funny cat, man.
You have given my son the home he always needed. He spent so many years searching for the belonging that I couldn't give him.
Gonna have to show mommy what you
He
do.
finally has it. Thank you.
You should spend more time with Theron. He needs you in his life.
Attachment
I would
of a
like that
Jedi.
more than anything. Today, we defeated the most evil and destructive being in history. It has been centuries since the galaxy knew a day without Tenebrae's dark influence.
Christy.
Today is the first step toward a new future. Let's make that future a better one.
Yeah, look, mommy's in here now watching you do it, Lucas.
Ah, you're awake. Shouldn't need this then. Had an eventful day, have we?
It's just, oh my god, he's like, fine. I'll just chew this up if you're gonna give it to me. Yeah, he does need it. Yeah, he just likes to tear things up. Look at those teeth, oh my god. Yeah, we need to get him a chew stick. He needs like a dog, like a chew stick. It's a good idea, Chris. Oh my god, look at his face. Guys, I gotta show you this, like he's full on like destructive mode right now. He's just like, fine, I'm gonna fuck this thing up. Yes, Chris is complaining that this is cheaper than her phone chargers, which cost like 40 bucks a pop or whatever they are. Lucas, do you really need to destroy those like that? You're welcome.
He's gone, Lana.
Alright.
Destroyed.
Love you.
Forever.
I felt it. Kira and Scourge had me pick you up from the hangar. Apparently they were the first to wake from the ritual. You were unconscious for more than an hour. What happened?
Master Satil wanted to talk.
Just catching up, or...?
Something like that.
You'll have to tell me all about it. But
Remember,
first, what heading should I set?
No, not that area.
Take us home, Lana.
Chris is torturing him. No, I used the hand cream like 2 hours ago.
Aaron Lanier. I understand you have quite a story to tell.
Oh, this is the lady we saw at the beginning who like pulled her lightsaber off the shelf and was like, "We must prepare." Darth Malgus, yeah. That's a really weird thing he has with his eyes, where it's like a membrane. I don't have any paper, Chris. There's no paper in here. Alright. So that quest is done. And I reached level 79. Is 80 the cap these days, by the way? So now I've got a flashpoint. Shea Vizsla Mandalore, the Avenger, has an urgent concern that requires the help of the Alliance. She's waiting the Alliance operations and listening to brief you on the details. Well, that was a much longer mission than I thought it was going to be. How long have we been going? Yeah, we're like 2 hours and 45 minutes in. Do I have anything I need to do today, Lucas? Today's Tuesday, right? Check my calendar stuff. Hopefully we've got tabletop tomorrow night. I already did my video production first thing this morning. I've got videos scheduled out until the second. Oh, I know what it was. It was, it was the, Tales of the Valiant Kickstarter launched today. Which is, Black Flag, Project Black Flag from Kobold Press. I checked it out earlier. I was going to make a video around it, but it blew past its initial Kickstarter goal. I think it asked for $100,000. It was already up to like $250,000 when I checked on it a couple hours ago. It is, oh yeah, it's way beyond right now. Switch the currency over. Oh yeah, it's already raised $400,000. So it started off this morning with a $100,000 goal, and it's already raised 400 grand from 3,230 backers. It's not enough for me to back it. For me, I look at it and it's just another 5th edition evolution, and you know, I like 5th edition. I don't really think it needs to be added to or anything like that. I'm also not playing 5th edition right now. I've gotten my enjoyment out of 5th edition. I'm definitely enjoying Starfinder right now. I own all of the Pathfinder 2.5 stuff I would ever need to get going into Pathfinder, so that's going to be the next thing I do after Starfinder. So I mean, yeah, I mean, it's cool that Black Flag doesn't look like they're going to have any issues coming out of the post-OGL scenario here. So yeah, I need to have that up to go do a video around that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and head out and cover some news and prep some videos for tomorrow morning, because we've been going for about 3 hours. That's a good... I don't usually stream like that in the afternoons. I theoretically may be back tonight. Depends on lots of factors tonight. If I'm not back tonight doing more streaming, I usually try to go live around 7 or 8 Central Time. If I'm not back tonight, I'll be around again tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to cover the news, get some coffee, see what Chris wants to do. See if Lucas wants to go outside for a little bit. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Don't forget, as always, if you liked what you saw here today, you can like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. You can do super chats and stickers towards our daily goal of $30. You can join as a member. There's multiple tiers of membership here on the channel. We do private polls, private videos, fun stuff for our members. There's also the Discord channel if you want to join us there. And if you want to come play Star Wars: The Old Republic with us, don't forget we are on the Starforge server. Just got the guild formed up last couple of days because we're full in on Star Wars: The Old Republic this summer. For the next few months at the very least, this is the main game. Doing a lot of content creation on this, and I'll be streaming this probably about 75–80% of the time. But we also have other things happening. I mentioned today in Discord, my brother got Starlink finally, and he got his Xbox Series X, and he got Sea of Thieves downloaded, and we're going to be playing Sea of Thieves on Friday nights. So if any of you out there want to join us for that, you can. There's a gaming section in our Discord channel. You can go see what's going on. I've also done Valheim from time to time. I need to get back into that on Friday afternoons, but I skipped a couple because we had Jedi Survivor dropped. Diablo 4 is coming out. Still up in the air about Diablo 4. We'll see. But for the meantime, I'm streaming Lord of the Rings Online, Star Wars: The Republic, and Pathfinder Kingmaker. So hopefully we'll see you in one of the future live streams.